So what do I do as a product manager? Before I get into what I do as a product manager, you must understand that depending on the company, the size of the company, the organization setup, product managers could have a different set of responsibilities. So in this video, I'll focus on what I do as a product manager. By the end, you'll be able to understand the key responsibilities of a product manager, who I work with on a day-to-day basis, and what makes a good product manager. Before we get into the details, we need to understand, okay, product manager, what does it mean? It seems quite intuitive, right? Product manager, you manage products. But let's think a little bit deeper into this. So, you and I, we buy products on a day-to-day basis. So let's think about a technology product. Okay, so let's say you have purchased a cell phone and, we expect that the design changes often. We expect that new features are launched. All of that has to get managed. Okay, you can't have the CEO managing every single product within their company. It would just be too much for one person. So, using a cell phone as an example, you would have a product manager that manages the hardware, product managers that manage the software. And when I say a product manager, there could be many product managers managing the software because there's so many features within software. You need a product manager to get everyone together and launch that new feature. The key responsibility of a product manager is to ensure the product that you're managing aligns with the company's goals. Okay. So, like I said, if you had a company and you had many products and you had a vision for your company, what if you had some product managers come in and manage various products and their goals don't align with your goals as a company? That's a big red flag, right? So, for example, if your goal is to produce, technology that's easy to use for the customer, and a product manager designs a very complex product that requires a 4-year degree to know how to use, there is a misalignment in the goals of the company and the product. So you must understand what the goal is for the company, what the goal is for the department that you're looking to serve. And then once you have that alignment, we can move on to improving the product. So who do I work with on a day-to-day basis? So again, I work with users of the product. So in my situation, I work on a software. So I'll speak with those users, gather their feedback, and understand their pain points so that I can work with the development team, the quality engineering team, the testers, to produce a feature that will benefit that end user. So, in addition to working again with users, quality engineering, developers, I work a lot with vice presidents, executives, and such, because if we have this huge initiative as an organization that we are looking to launch, I attend many meetings to make sure that we're on track, roadblockers are removed, explaining the product and their limitations and ways that we can overcome those limitations. So, like I said, working with all these groups of people to help launch a particular feature is what I do on a day-to-day basis. So if I dive a bit deeper into that, we have the user feedback, okay? There could be a ton of feedback, but now the trickiest part is prioritization, right? You don't want to work on something on a big initiative that won't have much impact, right? So you need to prioritize what is the most important feature that will provide the most impact with the least amount of effort from the development team, right? So weighing out all of those options is what prioritization is. And I will be making a video on how to prioritize, because we do it on a day-to-day basis, but gets a little bit tricky when you're working in corporate America. And the last is the launch of a feature. I mean, that is the most satisfying thing as a product manager, to see all of your hard work, months and months, years of hard work, of coordination, has brought you to the point of you're ready to launch this new feature. So what's needed to be a great product manager? Number one, you have to have a great understanding of the product that you're managing. You know, companies don't have time to sit around to wait for you to learn the product, right? So you need to come in there understanding your product, understanding the limitations, understanding how, you can improve that product by, it may be your thoughts, but obviously you don't want to just go off of your thoughts. You want to go off of the users, because they are the ones that use the product. So once you have that great understanding of a product, you can do well as a product manager. The next is critical thinking. Okay. You are hired to think critically. All right. So there's going to be tons of issues, roadblocks that will come your way. And you need to think and say, okay, is this critical? How can we overcome it? Is this something that we can push to another release? So you really have to use your product knowledge, use what you know, and think critically. The last and most important is drive. It takes a lot of time and energy as a product manager, because you're essentially in the middle of working with various people to launch a product. You have to be very driven to launch a product, because a product, it could take years before it actually launched. So you have to have commitment, drive, and dedication to the project that you're on to ensure that it launches. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of insight. So if you want to learn more about me and what I do and how to prioritize various aspects of product management, be sure to subscribe to my channel and like it. And I'll see you in the next video.